Hey guys, apologies for absolutely horrible complexion, but that's just the nature of life, I suppose. Whenever you need to show your face or look presentable for something, nature has a way of saying fuck you. It's actually a pretty serious video for me, and something I'm actually very nervous about. But, some of you may remember and may have watched the video probably like a few months ago called something along the lines of my YouTube persona. In that video, I tried to make it clear that the version of me who I actually am, in day-to-day life, is really only seen in vlogs or in the CZ Productions podcast. And all the other videos, all the other streams are a persona that I put on. Over the past month or so, I have been experimenting with getting rid of my persona on YouTube, or personas, I suppose, because I do play several depending on, what's needed, what type of video it is, or what type of stream. And it started off with the podcast. The CZ Productions podcast was a way of me testing the waters, you could say. It was a way of me putting myself out there, because previously I had hidden behind personas for all of my content other than vlogs, and the only people who watch my vlogs are the people who are typically not going to be trolls. They're not going to be dicks, right? They're people who are actually interested in my life. And so I never really had a problem with trolls. And so I started the CZ Productions podcast as a way to talk to all of you as myself, as just me. And we've done 2 CZ Productions podcasts now, and both of them were big steps for me, because, like I said, I've been hiding behind, and I don't have a script for this video, so apologies. It's not going to be super well structured, but I wanted it to be genuine. And so I've been hiding behind a persona on YouTube for so long that it was really scary for me to make a live stream, especially because I get a ton more trolls on my live streams than I ever do for my videos. So it was really scary for me to come out, but for me to put myself out there. And surprisingly, you guys really responded well to it, and you expressed an interest in seeing more of me. And so over like the past month or so, I have been alternating live streams. So maybe some of you noticed this, maybe some of you didn't. Every now and then, the majority of my streams were still in character, but every now and then, I wouldn't be in character. I would just be me, and I was testing the waters to see, okay, well, a lot of people enjoyed the podcast and they enjoyed, seeing a little bit more of me. Maybe I can put myself out there in all of my content. And then it didn't seem like people really minded much. Like, I expected people to be upset and to say that the content was now boring, but that didn't happen. And so then I put it a step further, and I uploaded a gameplay video that was me, no character whatsoever. And that was the Zach Plays PUBG episode 1. It's called like How'd That Happen? Episode 1. And I actually got a couple people coming into the live stream and saying they really enjoyed that video. Which was the complete polar opposite of the type of content that I've done before. The type of content that I've done before, especially on PUBG, is very amped up. It's very aggressive. There's a lot of trash talk. in it because that was my persona that I was playing up. And that video was very different. That video was just me, and it was more mellow, it was more calm. There were still jokes, right? And there were still like intense moments and stuff like that, but for the most part, it was a fairly laid back video. And then all of this stuff with Dr. Disrespect happened. In case you don't know, I don't want to get super into it, but basically Dr. Disrespect, who is someone that I have looked up to immensely, one of my biggest idols, especially in streaming, and you could tell that my character and his character were very, very similar. He basically admitted to infidelity. And I don't know how well you guys know my relationship history, but I'm somebody who I absolutely despise cheaters. And even if you apologize for it, and even if you realize you've made a mistake, I still just cannot forgive people who have done it. I can't. Because I've been cheated on several times and I know how it feels. So that whole thing happened with Dr. Disrespect. And I already, I always get people commenting on the similarities between my character that I play in Dr. Disrespect. And I was like, well, shit, I'm kind of experimenting more with putting myself out there and not the character. And now this person who has, not necessarily like was the reason I made that character, because I had a similar character or a similar persona on my live streams for a long time, way before I knew Dr. Disrespect, but it is somebody who I've looked up to who has shaped that persona, and now that person is just someone that I don't like. So maybe I should, just get rid of the character. And then I was thinking about that, but I was still scared, right? I'm still scared because I've been doing YouTube for a long time, like 5+ years, just on this channel. If you consider all of my channels that I've had on YouTube, I've been doing videos for around 7 years, getting close to 8 now. And so I've always been behind some sort of persona or character. And in today's live stream, I was playing my character, very aggressive towards trolls and stuff. Makes fun of people a lot in the chat. People that, I just assume if you're on the internet, you can probably handle being made fun of, right? Internet tends to be a kind of toxic place. And I make fun of this person, and they actually, I could tell they were actually really upset. Like, I hit a nerve when I was making fun of them in character. And then I had this moment where I'm like, do I break character? Apologize? Do I break character and say, listen, dude, it's just a character. I'm just doing this for entertainment. What do I do? And I just decide to do the easy thing, which is to go along with it. So I keep it going. But then later on in the live stream, I felt bad about it, obviously, because I don't know how Dr. Disrespect has managed to be mean to so many people. I was talking about this in the live stream, how somebody will donate him $200, but they'll say something stupid, and then he'll just go make fun of them, and tell them to screw off or something. And I'm like, I don't know how he does that, because I'm over here, feeling bad for making fun of somebody who I think I actually hurt their feelings. And so I ended up in that stream breaking character and telling people, that I was playing a character. And then I had this conversation with the stream, and I basically said, it's too difficult for people who are coming into my live streams. Those people are going to assume that that's just who I am, that I am just a dick to people, right? And I think it's funny. And to be fair, I think it can be funny if you are a dick to somebody, assuming that, you know, they don't get it, they have thick skin, right? And maybe they come back and they insult you too, right? It's the kind of stuff you see at some comedy shows where the stand-up comedian will, you know, kind of lay into some people in the crowd, you know, and it's just assumed like, okay, we all have thick skin here, we can all take it. And so I started thinking, like, the only way for me to successfully be able to do this character is if I have some sort of, like, visual cue to people that it is indeed a character, right? Like, if you look at Dr. Disrespect, he has his sunglasses and he has his mullet, right? And the mustache is real, by the way. And so most educated people go, okay, that's a character, obviously. But I don't really have anything like that. And so then I kind of stopped and I was like, well, either I get something like that, so people can tell I'm playing a character, but if I do that, I'm pretty far into this channel, into this YouTube game. And apologies if this is running long, but I'm just rambling and I want everybody to know. And so I'm a little far into the YouTube game in order to just be like, okay guys, now when I'm playing a character, I'm gonna put on this outfit. You know, I'm too far into it to do that. I'd have to restart, make a new channel for that and stuff. And so I think that it's time for me to, you know, make all these things I've been testing permanent. So as a result, from now on, all of my content is going to be me. Whether it's my live streams, whether it's my videos, I don't think I'm going to change, like, the sort of slightly more hyped up version of me that I do for Let's Plays, because I think that's fine. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. So I'm still gonna have, like, that different sort of personality where I'm more hyped up, I'm more energetic, I'm trying to make more jokes when I do Let's Plays. But when I'm live streaming, or even reaction videos, right? Reaction videos, I would play a character as well. I play a very overly emotional character a lot of the times. That content's just going to be me. It's going to be more similar to maybe this video, or hopefully a more accurate indication is that first episode of Zach Plays PUBG, because that was almost just entirely, I think it was entirely just me. I haven't watched that video, but I remember not trying to, like, put on a character or anything. And every now and then when I'm live streaming or something, I make slip into, like, the character, right? And say, like, I'm the best or something like that, you know? But that's just because it's habit. And I'm trying to get out of that habit. And so I'm going to be more genuine with you guys. I'm going to be more like I am in the podcast. If you've seen the CZ Productions podcast, I'm going to be more like that from now on. And I know it will upset some people, because quite a lot of people did like that aggressive attitude when I was playing games that were competitive. And I think that attitude definitely lends itself to competitive games, which is why Dr. Disrespect plays, like, only competitive games, right? Because that's just what his personality of his character lends itself to. But I'm a variety games channel, and it's weird if I have that competitive persona when I'm playing competitive games, and then somebody subscribes to me because they like that, or they were subscribed because of another video, and then they hop into the podcast, and all of a sudden I'm being a dick, and they're confused. They're like, "What the hell?" Or they hop into a live stream of PUBG, and like I'm being a dick. So I'm just gonna try and keep it the same for all of my content. And I know it took me like 16 minutes to get to that. And I could re-record this, and I could make it shorter, right? Or I could write a script, and I could go through it faster. Or I could wait a day for this goddamn giant pimple to go away. But listen, after that last live stream, I felt bad for being mean to that kid, or guy, or man, or woman, I don't know. I felt bad. And I just wanted to make this video, even if I'm not looking my tippy top, and even if I could have made it shorter, it wouldn't be as genuine because this is the first time I'm recording it. So appreciate all of you if you actually managed to watch all the way through this video. If not, that's okay. I'll probably put it like a TLDR in the comments section. TLDW? Too long didn't watch? I don't know. Anyway. I know, this seems like nothing, right? It's like, okay, who gives a shit? You're just gonna be yourself in videos. I don't think you guys really understand how big of a deal this is just for me as someone who has been putting on a persona of some shape or form for 7 years. It's weird. And the podcast was weird when I first did that. And vlogs were weird when I first did those. So hopefully I can still somehow manage to entertain you guys, even without the hyped up personality. Appreciate all of you for watching. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see all of you in the next video or stream or Rooney. Bye.